they try to forcefully fill the holes with their own convenience. And then the owner goes, it might go against your intuition. This is going to be on the test. You're brainwashed by the media. The fact that it is unproven does not mean that it is. Laughing my ass off. Proving a negative is called the devil's proof. I bet F-rank degenerates like you have never read John Locke. To put it so even we can understand. Up here, thread about how conspiracy bros' logic of if there's no proof it exists is so full of holes. It's got me laughing my ass off. Dead thread, Keck. It's 3 a.m. What the hell are you degenerates doing up this late? Probably clutching your phones in bed, faces lit up by the screen glow. Ah, gross. Whatever. You're all either neats with zero plans tomorrow, or corporate slaves hiding in the restroom slacking off work anyway. I've got time to kill, so I'm gonna talk. Today we're talking about those annoying bastards you definitely have in your circles. You know, the ones making the ultimate brain-dead claim that since nobody can deny it, it must be the truth. Today, I'm gonna completely expose that conspiracy fallacy of swapping unprovable with truth, and arm you lads with some logical superiority. Gonna absolutely destroy them today. Let's get straight to the point. The structure of what I'm gonna say has 3 parts. This is gonna be on the test, so pay attention. Chapter 1. Conspiracy Chad's thought processes are full of holes. I'm dead. Chapter 2. Shifting the burden of proof and delusions about invisible enemies. Chapter 3. Unproven facts don't become the truth. We're gonna break it down with these 3 elements. Clueless normies who don't know this are just gonna get exploited. So leave your feelings at the door and listen. Let's jump right in. Chapter 1. Conspiracy Chad's thought processes are full of holes. I am dead. You degenerates definitely see him spawning when you're browsing late-night X or occult threads on the boards. Those self-proclaimed awakened ones who love talking about the hidden truth. Ever wonder why they're so full of themselves? Like, whenever there's big news, they always rush in furiously typing. There's a massive shadow organization behind this. And then we hit them with, huh? That's just a coincidence, bro. Got any source other than just trust me, bro? Then they come back with a smug face like, look it up. Or it's hidden so the mainstream media won't show it. You're brainwashed. What the fuck? What are they even saying? That's no different from having an imaginary friend, you goobers. You tracking what I'm saying? Too long, didn't read version. They're exploiting the fact that there's no absolute proof, and screaming that wide thought is the valid proof. This is called the argument from ignorance. It's a fallacy where you baselessly decide a claim is absolutely true, just because it hasn't been proven false. Same goes for the paranormal and UFOs. A scientist says, nah, UFOs probably ain't real. And they go, well, have you searched the entire universe, and can you prove they absolutely don't exist? You can't! Then they exist. Yikes. Oof. Are they brain dead? Any of you degenerates believe that? Saying UFOs are real. Yeah, that statement just confirmed you're uneducated. Even F-rank university students would say something slightly better. In the first place, they're just forcefully replacing the information void of not proven with truth. Alright, moving on. Chapter 2. Shifting the burden of proof and delusions about invisible enemies. To put it so even we can understand, this is straight up breaking the rules. The trick is simple. Basically, they're forcing the burden of proof onto the other guy. Let's use baseball as an example. Say you lads are in the batter's box. The pitcher throws a fastball right down the middle, and the ump calls a strikeout looking. Normally you'd just be like, damn, couldn't hit it, and that's the end of it. But not the conspiracy bros. They scream at the ump, do you have absolute proof that was a strike? Even video replays have millimeter margins of error. Unless you can perfectly prove I missed, that pitch was a walk. It's a cowardly to fight, forcing the other side to overturn the call without even swinging the bat once. The correlation is strong as hell here. The analogy is hard to understand. Are your IQs stuck at 28.3 or something? Then I'll use Ramen Jiro as an example. You finish eating your ramen and try to leave, and the owner tells you, hey, you ordered Niniku Mashi Mashi extra garlic earlier. Pay up. You'd say, no, I didn't order that. And then the owner goes, then show me definitive proof you didn't order Niniku Mashi Mashi. Is the possibility that you whispered it in the camera's blind spot 0? It ain't 0, right? Now pay up! What the fuck? Why do I have to prove I didn't order something I didn't order? That's what you'd say, right? That's shifting the burden of proof. Proving a negative is called the devil's proof, and it's realistically impossible. There's a reason for this. People only see what they want to see. Humans apparently hate the anxiety of unknown, uncertain states, though they try to forcefully fill the holes with their own convenient delusions. Plus, they're just normies living in a fantasy world, drunk on the special feeling of I know a secret that hasn't been proved. Man, look, this way of thinking has been debunked for hundreds of years anyway. There's this absolute unit of a Saint and Chad philosopher from the past named John Locke. He already pointed this out, creating a situation nobody can prove, making your claim look like flawless absolute truth, and preying on the opponent's lack of knowledge to push your opinion. That's the true nature of the argument from ignorance. I bet F-rank degenerates like you have never read John Locke, but it might go against your intuition. But this is reality. Alright, here's where the real shit begins. Time to absolutely destroy him. Chapter 3. Unproven facts don't become the truth. I've been talking for a while, but the conclusion is simple. This is a pro tip. The fact that nobody can deny it doesn't mean it's proven. That's it. A lack of proof doesn't prove it doesn't exist, but it sure as hell doesn't prove it does exist either. Say you lads end up in a flame war with a conspiracy bro on the boards or S&M. When the guy comes at you furiously typing, face red as hell, going, you don't know the dark side of this world. Can you prove this is an absolute lie? You just gotta reply with this word for word. The fact that it is unproven does not mean that it is proven. That's it. That's all you gotta say. Did you hear me? I can hear the sound of the guy choking on his own words. The moment you say this, they usually either shut up or get even madder, screaming. You're brainwashed by the media, shifting the goalposts and running away. Easy win. When? Laughing my ass off, he's seething. We have no obligation to humor guys speaking with a smug face about a totally broken logic, like no proof equals truth. Separate facts from feelings, that's what I'm saying. Just knowing this puts us completely on top. We're different from those guys fighting invisible enemies with their brains turned off. We're logical and smart. Tasting their tears is so good, for real. You lads too, instead of wasting your time and energy on weird delusions, just shut them out with this ultimate move. There are exceptions, but look at the big picture. Don't be the kind of idiot who misses the forest for the trees. Oh, starting to respect me a little? You can worship me as an absolute unit of an op? If you're thankful for this god-tier lecture, smash that subscribe and like button so hard you break it right now. You're a smart lad, so I don't even need to tell you, right? Huh? The momentum's gone. Is this topic a dead game? Dead thread, laughing my ass off. Well, whatever. It ain't my problem. So, that's it for today's lecture. Boring. Thread closed. Even if I talk more, it won't get through to you brain-dead goobers, and I'm getting sleepy anyway. You lads stop with your pointless delusions, get out of the restroom and back to work, or put your phones away and go to sleep. I got an early day tomorrow, so I'm gonna sleep. Complete victory for me. Oh, right, next time I'm gonna explain the fallacy of determinism. Thread closed. Officially dead.